Noisy Pixel.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to another Noisy Pixel Discussions. I'm your host, Zara Lopez, and joining me today is Mark Damati.
Bet you didn't expect to see me here.
The two biggest Nintendo fans are talking about the Indie World presentation.
Get ready. Keep your shoes on, everybody. Keep those shoes on because we're about to blow them off.
It's going to be a wild ride, a wild indie ride. We have transcended into greater heights of mind and body, and that is what indie games do for you, really.
Yeah, greater Goose era.
So speaking of that, the big reveal of this presentation was Untitled Goose game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I just think this game is so stupid. Oh God, I don't care. I get it. I get the meme, guys. I understand. I know how to joke. I know how to have fun. All right. I'm not someone who's devoid of fun, but this game, I'm like, why the hell is everyone so infatuated with this when there's so many better games out there to be wasting your time on than a game about a goose who just steals the God? It's like
I'm not a memist either. I appreciate a good meme, but I'm not an active memer. And honestly, it was hilarious to watch that trailer. There's something about it, dude. It was endearing, you know? There's something about the goose. There's just something about him.
Thing is, all these quote unquote gamers, they talk crap on your walking simulators and their sports games, but when Untitled Goose game comes out, it's the best game ever. Oh my God, dude, it's just like,
I can't get on that level.
God. So in my head, it's like, you know what? All hypocrites. At least I stand my ground when it comes to ridiculous games, and I think this game is ridiculous. I also think Goat Simulator is ridiculous, and everyone seems to love that. So maybe, you know what? It all comes down to this, Mark. I'm a hater.
I don't think you're a hater. I think you're just calling out hipsters that try and pretend like bad games are good, you know? Like, that's just the way it is. Like, there's just kids out there that just want to like the game just because it has a goose in it and they think they're cool. You know, I'm just saying it out loud here. And it makes them feel good liking the Goose game. It's like, you don't know Goose? You don't know the Goose game, bro? It's like, no, dude, I don't know about the Goose game, all right? I play Halo, and that's it.
I'm getting back on
That's how they act towards you, you know? You know exactly who we're talking about.
Well, you're not in on the honks, dude.
Yeah, you don't know about the animal hugging game, dude?
So let's talk about some of the other announcements. We have 80s coming to Switch, which is from Supergiant Games, I believe, the developers of Transistor and Bastion, two of my favorite games, actually. And I've never played Hades, so hey, if it's coming to Switch, I'm cool with that. Do you like roguelikes, Mark?
Like, is this a 2D action platformer kind of thing, or this is like what's I don't remember what did they show gameplay? I don't think they showed gameplay.
Okay, so this game's already out, Mark.
Oh, really?
It's like a isometric kind of action dungeon crawler. It's very fast. And
I mean, I can get down with some beat 'em up type thing. I don't know. I'm not a huge like platformer dude, you know? Like, I don't get hyped over seeing another. I just feel like there's so many, and you know, you're kind of, although you can expand on the genre, like you're kind of limited in a sense, you know? So I kind of just know what I'm getting into, you know, a bunch of jumping scenes and like, you know, some enemy I'll have to fight through or at some puzzle, you know. It's just like they're cool, but I just can't play them all, you know? I just can't play them all. I'm sorry.
Moving on, we have Space Outlaw. It is a game about I don't know. It's such an indie game. It's by developer No More Robots, and it's like in this style of a 90s AOL internet kind of display, Netscape, if you will.
Netscape.
You don't know what Netscape is, bro?
Is that like Tron Land?
Ah, dude, you don't know Netscape, dude? But you know Untitled Goose Game, dude?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know anything, honestly. I'm sorry, everybody.
It's okay. I'm 31 years old, so I'm just showing.
I just don't consume content at all. I just really don't. I live in a box.
It's just so depressing when I age myself and I have to.
You don't know Netscape, bro.
I don't know anything about this game, so I'm just gonna kind of skip through it. Do you have any thoughts? I have
No.
I have no idea what this game is.
This is the most informative video you find on YouTube, honestly.
Moving on, we have a Spiritfarer. It's about this girl who leads people to the afterlife, and she hugs a bunch of different spirit animals.
There's just something funny about this showcase. I don't know. Like the fact that they closed it out with a goose, I just can't.
We're enlightened right now, dude. That's what it is.
It's an enlightenment. It's a goose era. It's an enlightenment era, honestly.
Yeah. So this game is like adventure action game from the developers of Juton. It's hand-drawn animation. It's really pretty. You have some simulation in there. You go on missions and you help these like spirit animals out, and it's just supposed to be like a cute little game.
It did have pretty art, you know. I can get on the cute side, I guess. I mean, I will not play this. I will not support animal hugging. I just don't. You know, some of those animals look dangerous. You know, I just can't.
I do a lot of things, but I draw the line at animal hugging.
Like we're just hugging any animal now. Like it's just too many. Like choose one. You know, just choose one.
Okay, well, talking about kind of weird, strange indie games, we got Garden Story, got some gameplay, and I don't know if it got a release date. I wasn't actually paying attention, but how do you feel about Garden Story?
It did not get a release date. It said 2021. I don't remember what time of that year, but I mean, we've already seen footage of this at PAX. I don't know if that was viewed by anyone else who's watching this now, but I mean, it does look fun. I would say it looks it looks like a game you can probably easily play casually, you know, waiting for your college class to start. It just looks like something you can just pick up, you know, you build your little town, you go on a little explore, no stress. It's got cute pixel art. It's got a cute purple blob. You know, I can get down with the blobs.
I have enough stress in my life, so
yeah,
right on my alley.
It'll put you to sleep in a good way.
Yeah, like my voice. Moving on, I don't even know what this game is. Ocean, the game, Subnautica Below Zero. I have no thoughts.
We gotta get Jake.
Gotta get Jake on this game. He loves the ocean. We can't get into stuff talking about.
How much ocean can you even render? Sorry to cut you off. How much ocean can you even render?
Let's just move on.
Okay, just skip that.
We have next up we have Oink Game giving us Akshi and Hiroshi. This looks like a claymation type of adventure game, and then it turns into like a 2D RPG. Looks really cute.
You thought it was cute? I was like kind of creeped out. I was getting that uncanny like valley vibe with the characters were making me feel uneasy about.
You've never watched Gumby?
Definitely not. I do not consume content.
What? Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, so it reminds me a lot of Gumby, and I really enjoyed Gumby. And
the purple thing?
he's
the green or whatever? Does he have purple eyes?
I don't know about his eye color, bro.
He's green. You're right.
Oh my goodness.
You need contrast in the show. You can't have everyone knowing everything.
Yeah. It's coming out later today, so we'll definitely know more by then.
Later today.
Yeah, every game that was like shown today is coming out later today. Just like this next game, Raji, an action adventure, um, kind of I don't know. It looks like Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Rest in peace. What did you think about
Raji looks
Raji?
Raji looks cool. It reminds me of like early Xbox 360 indie era, honestly.
Yeah, watching the gameplay on Switch, it definitely doesn't look as good as it does on Xbox One or other hardware. It
That's
looks
because the
very
Switch screen is trash.
looks very JPEGy.
Got that 2020 720p screen. It's the best device
uh,
out there, you know.
Circa 2007 YouTube videos.
Are you still
Um,
laughing about Gumby? Is that what's happening?
I'm still feeling some way about Gumby right now. This next game, Bear and Breakfast, I didn't even watch.
Did they show any gameplay of it? I think they just showed bears talking to each other, right?
Yeah, looks like one of those. It looks like an Armor Games. Armor Games Studio is the developer, and let me do a little quick check um, about the games that they've worked on. 'Cause it looks like they did like Lancer and Ita, and so we do cover their games. Um,
Ita, I remember that.
yeah, so this is just another cute little indie game, and if you like bears, I'm sure you like this.
Bears, beats.
Another game that's coming out later today is a short hike, and you know what? Any seasoned Nintendo fan, Mark, one look at this game, and they'll automatically say Breath of the Wild clone.
This is the penguin game.
Yeah, where you like do everything
You
you do
just
in Breath of the Wild, but indie
yeah, you just look
style.
through binoculars and fly places.
Yeah, and climb up mountains. But you know what? I won't play because I don't play Breath of the Wild clones. So, dude,
I like the art style. Thought it was
it
cool.
looks beautiful. It looks really cool. I hate that it comes out later today because I would like
Another one.
another one. I would just like a little lead up into it, just to prepare myself because they just kind of laid it on me. And I'm feeling very overwhelmed after this indie showcase, to be completely honest with you. Moving on so we can get through this quickly. Something else that kind of overwhelmed me is this game called Card Shark. And just this guy that
Yeah, that was. I really didn't know what was happening. I really didn't know. He was
it's
hypnotizing us.
he, he made me
He just showed a bunch of aces. He showed 4 aces, and I just like my eyes started twitching out, and I really didn't know. Like,
the next thing I knew after he was done talking, I was buying the game from the eShop. And I had no idea how I got there. This is a card game. It looks like that one game where you lie a little bit, a little more interactive as the people around you kind of react to your choices, and they can kill you and stuff, or they can just like flip the table. So it's cute. It's just a cute indie game.
it's cute.
Um, looks cute. It's a cute card indie game.
I believe you.
You don't think it looks cute, and now I
I
I
honestly
feel like
don't remember what it looked like.
you're not missing out on much. um, moving on, a game that's kind of big to be on this list. Torchlight 3 got some Switch gameplay. Um, Brian would be happy to see this game. But I don't know. It's one of those nerd looter games.
What's that game?
Give it
That dungeon game that everyone likes. Diablo. Is that right?
Diablo, yeah. It's pretty much like that, and it's coming in autumn 2020. That's the release window. moving on, we have Manifold Garden coming out later today. It's it's a puzzle game that that really heightens the senses in ways I never thought possible.
This game looked really cool, I think. Reminds me of, again,
Yeah,
like that's the type of indie stuff I want to see. I mean, personally, you know, I mean, there's so many 2D platformers, there's just so many of them, and then you get this abstract puzzle game that can easily take up like maybe 3 hours of your Saturday, and then you complete it, you know, and it's a good time.
yeah,
It's a good game.
yeah, yeah.
What, remember, did you ever play Marble Blast Ultra? the
No.
That was so popular when you had to roll the marble down. It's like Monkey Ball.
Okay, I
But it
can get down
reminds
with
me of
that.
that kind of vibe, you know, that kind of genre.
Yeah, I like the art style, and I like puzzles. So something right up my alley.
And it's got
Um,
squares. It's like right on point with Minecraft hype, you know?
yeah, I got that Minecraft feel.
If you got that square in there, it's instant buy.
It's Minecraft. Yeah, instant. Um, moving on, we have Evergate is launching later today on Switch. This is a platformer action game where you kind of use your momentum to blast off of shards and stuff like that. This game I have actually had my eye on for a while, and again, no lead up, kind of sucks. Um, the thing about Mark, and I want to know your thoughts on this. The thing about like all of these games being later today, how much money do you think we have? You know, the idea of these games is that if you're an indie developer, you want people to buy your game, and Nintendo's giving you the spotlight for a second. But you have 10 games right now that are all 15, 10, $20. They're all launching later today. Well, now you're kind of putting players in a place where, well, I can't buy all of them, you know?
Yeah, I don't
Um,
think it's the like I think you're looking at it the wrong way. I think these are companies that work really hard for years and years to put out a game like this, and then they just have so happen to have, you know, 10, 20 other companies of competition at the same time, and then they have to compete, you know. It's not like Nintendo is trying to cut you dry of your money. It's really just these games are competing, you know, like that's what's happening.
you bring up a good point too, because it seems like the games that come out they have nothing to do with each other. So maybe Nintendo strategically chose these games as since they're all different genres. You know, like there's not another game on this showcase that's like Evergate. So if you're looking for a game like Evergate, well, you just found it. You know, you didn't even have to look anywhere. You didn't have to do any searching. You know, so Nintendo kind of presented you that. They presented you a fun isometric roguelike. They, you know, and so maybe so it is a strategic
Yeah, I
um
think you need variety at all
yeah.
times because, you know, not everyone has a Switch for the same reason. You know, everyone buys different games.
Mhm. Private for visual novels. And then they had a little showcase at the end with a ton of freaking little games, and they closed out the show with that stupid Goose Game.
Untitled Goose.
You know what? I my idea is good on developer House for creating this game and getting recognized as an indie developer. Um, Personally, I think that there's other indie games out there that try a lot harder and don't get the recognition that they need, especially a lot of Japanese developers. Um,
It's
and
kind
then
of
this
like, you know, how, sorry to cut you off. It's kind of like how when the app Flappy Bird kind of blew up, you know, it was just such a stupid
yeah,
little idea and it meant almost nothing to everybody. And then it was
yeah,
the most popular thing because it was just cool to like it. Same thing with this
yeah.
Goose Game, you know, everyone tries hard on these cool games and everyone just respects the damn faceless people petting gooses in the park, you know, like that's what we've come to.
Well, we have places like IGN and GameSpot who who they won't freaking cover like other games, but they'll do 5 articles on Untitled Goose Game a day, and I'm like, I don't know,
Play into the
whatever.
crowd.
Exactly. That's it, Mark. What are your closing thoughts on this indie showcase?
My closing thoughts are that's all I have to say about that.
That's real. As you could hear by our constant riffing and off-topic nature. This showcase was very indie, and at least we had fun, right, Mark?
Speak for yourself, Azario.
sorry for wasting your time. And sorry for wasting your time, viewer, if you listen to this far. But thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.
See ya.